Hi Cancer, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this November 2023 monthly tarot spread. This is where we look at the energies that are going on up in the heavens, how they affect us here on earth by pulling tarot cards as well as looking at the astrology that we will experience during this month. Do take a look at the description box below. It will highlight all of those important dates for the month. Now, Cancer, before we get into it, I want to thank you. Thank you so much for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. Lets me know you are resonating with these tarot readings. I make sure and respond to everyone, so please drop me a comment. Let me know how things are going for you. Let me know what you are looking forward to this month. I do know we just came out of October, which was eclipse season, really big month. In fact, we are starting November off the heels of that October 28th Taurus full moon lunar eclipse. So really big energies there, a culmination point for many people, especially around your finances, your work, and your job. For many people, conversations and relationships were a big deal too, because we did have that Libra eclipse. So be prepared for those energies to continue into November. But we have more big energy in November with Saturn moving direct. So let's get right into it. So you start off that first week with the Empress, major arcana card there in the upright. You have the Hanged One, another major arcana. You have the Emperor, my goodness, Aries energy. Already three major arcanas there, Cancer. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Third week of the month, you have the Four of Swords in reverse, as well as the Queen of Swords. And the fourth week of the month finds you with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so it's a lot of energy. I'm already like feeling the energy, and I haven't even like finished pulling all the cards, Cancer. All right, so let's move these over so we actually can have room for everything. All right, so in terms of your overarching energy, Cancer, let's take a look at where Spirit wants you to concentrate. That one tried to come out, emotional loss, but it didn't really fall out. So I'm going to continue, see if anything along those lines come out again. I don't see anything in your reading that is looking like loss. So let's see where Spirit wants Cancer to focus their energies for the month of November. And you have spiritual union. Spiritual union is in reverse, but I like to read the oracle cards in the upright. Now, looking at your reading, the only card that I see that has multiple people is that Three of Pentacles. So this spiritual union definitely could be something around you working with others, but it could also be your spouse or your significant other or a parent or a friend. Could be someone who helps you through this month, or they could have an impact on your life this month. So just keep that in mind throughout your reading, but also throughout the month of November. I do think, Cancer, as I'm looking over your cards, it really looks to me like you have some really strong energies as you enter the month, and then when you're leaving out the month, there's some strong mental energies. So just keep that in mind, okay? You start off November with the Empress, the Hanged One, and I do think that it's interesting that the Empress and the Hanged One both are these energies of, this Empress is the Venus energy, and Venus actually moves into Libra here on the 8th, okay? You have Saturn, though, moving direct on the 4th, and so there is this feeling of, where is it that you need to put more energy into yourself? Maybe you've been focusing more on others around you, especially with all that Libra energy. But I also feel like you're looking at things in a different way. By the time you get to the end of the month, there is a challenging aspect of possibly someone taking something from you. This could be intellectually or keeping something from you. Be really cognizant of the people you spend your time with during the month of November. You have some really strong themes of possibly starting some type of new project or some type of new venture with this Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor. And it does feel like many of you all are stepping out on faith. You really don't know how it's going to go, but you're stepping out on faith and you're realizing like, you've been like taking too much time worrying about other people, and now you're focused on yourself. Emperor card is that Aries energy, and remember being really strong and courageous, but also being for the self. Okay, there is this energy of where are you taking care of yourself during this month. Okay, by the time you get to the third week with this Four of Swords and Queen of Swords, I do think that many of you have tried to take a break or will need a rest. For many people, especially Americans, during that third week of November, we come to Thanksgiving week, and it does feel like you're trying to be restful, but for some reason you can't. I do think that some of you will have either a boss or someone who is demanding something during this week, during the holidays, November 22nd and November 13th, when the Scorpio new moon occurs. Really put your intentions towards what you want your future to be, where you would like to plant seeds around being able to move on from possibly this person who's very demanding, needing things to get done. It feels like by the time you get to that Sun moving into Sagittarius and Mars moving into Sagittarius the 22nd and the 24th, some of this could die down and not be quite so intense, because when Mars is in Scorpio, it is more intense. But by the time you get to that third week and the holidays, it does feel like it cools off a bit. But be very aware of who you're sharing secrets with, who you're sharing information with. It does feel like by the time you end November, Mercury is entering retrograde shadow on the 25th, and Gemini has a full moon on the 27th. So this really is going to be around information, someone withholding information from you, or possibly it was just information that wasn't known to everyone. I do think this is occurring at work or amongst people who you trusted. So just be really cognizant of that. And if you're thinking about sharing any information, maybe you keep it to yourself until Mercury moves direct, which will not be until the end of December and moving into the new year. So really just keep that in mind, Gemini. It does feel like some of you are having a spiritual union, but I do think this is more like a confidant or someone you are sharing all of the information you're going through, okay? But I don't necessarily see it more as a romantic thing. I see it more as someone to share all of these ups and downs that you're going through throughout the month of November. All right, Cancer, I hope you all have a great November. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and I'll talk to you later.